Alright, I got this thing figured out, I think. So I'm back trying again before Sunday. Alright, so I'm just going to print for a minute until some people get in here. And then I can try to answer a few questions and whatever else needs to be done. I'm printing some graduation shirts this morning. Do you have to mix the emulsion every time before I use it? No, I don't. I buy pre-mixed emulsion. I buy the Ulano QX1 emulsion. How you doing, Flex? Yeah, I worked on it over that weekend and I finally got it right. It's not the best quality. The picture is not the best quality, but it's working okay. So if y'all have any questions or whatever, I'll try to answer them while I'm printing this order. What's up, Dare? What's that, Dare Laway? Something like that. I might have mispronounced it. Yeah, I finally got it, Jessica. I got it working. And I'm sorry I haven't been uploading videos this week. I've been super busy. We got graduation down here this week, so I'm still printing graduation shirts. I was in early today, so let me see. Good morning, Tiffany. Let me see. I may be missing out on some stuff at the bottom. Hey, Dale S. Doing vinyl is okay. Super silly toys. That's how I started out too. I missed a little bit on this. If y'all have any questions, y'all can ask them, and I'll try to answer them for you. Tiffany, the screen print and getting started is the hardest part, and buying all the equipment. But once you get the hang of it, it's actually easier. I don't like doing the vinyl. I mean, I'll do it, and sometimes I have to do it, but it's a whole lot easier printing a lot of shirts quickly than the vinyl is. But I've been saying I'm gonna do a story time. I had a order of 50 shirts, and all I was doing was vinyl at the time. So that's what made me end up looking for something else to do, and I started doing the screen printing. Cause doing 50 shirts with vinyl, then it was front and back, multicolor. I mean, it was so tedious. So I was like, it's got to be a better way, and I started doing some research, and that's how I ended up finding out, about screen printing and how to do screen printing. And after a lot of trial and error, here I am right here trying to help other people learn. Let me see. How big is this order? How long would it take? This order is about maybe 35 shirts, something like that. They called and added a couple, so I'm not. I would have to go back and count them again just to be sure that I'm telling you the correct thing. But it this is a front and back order, and plus it has a picture on the front. So I think it'll probably take me about a couple of hours to get it done because of the pictures and all that. Let me see. What's up, Keone from Thailand? Hey, Steve from Miami. Let me see. Uproar asks, how do I advertise my business? Well, I mostly just print shirts and people come. I mean, I've been doing this for about 10 years or so. I used to advertise a little bit on Facebook, but I don't really like having to go on Facebook with all the issues going on. But I had a page I started off doing during football season. I would print. Had to make sure my laptop was plugged up. But during football season, I would do shirts for the game. I would do new shirts each week, and I just started a group on Facebook, and that's how it really picked up from there. And then like now, I'm in an area with a lot of businesses, so people see my shop and sometimes just stop by, to see what my prices are and stuff like that. But Facebook is a good advertiser. Um, Wearing your own shirts, printing your own shirts, wearing your own shirts, the local churches and small businesses and stuff like that that's around, you can start with them, just trying to get people to see what you can do. And always keep business cards with you. Let me see. Um, Flex McKenzie, I tried to reclaim a screen, but the emulsion would not come out. One of my alarms going off. Does that mean the screen is no good anymore? I'm not sure. It depends. I don't know. You would have to work with that screen and see if you have a pressure washer and it doesn't come out. It could mean that the screen is damaged. But I would have to actually see the screen and try to do it myself just to see what if it was damaged or not. Tiffany Scott, no, I do not make plastisol transfers. I want to get into that right now. I've been pretty busy, so it's kind of hard to just do a few extra things. And I'm sorry, that's why I haven't been posting any videos this week. But I have filmed quite a few things. I just haven't had time to, edit it and post it because I do editing to my videos to make it shorter. Try to pack everything in so that you can see each step, but to make it short so you won't be sitting there for an hour just trying to see what I'm doing. Let me see. How do I price my shirts? I plan on doing a video on that, Eric, once I get a chance. But basically, I'm not a big business person as far as knowing everything about business. Printing t-shirts has taught me a lot about business, but as far as the pricing, it kind of depends on your area, on your starting price. Like people in different places. Like I know in California, they sell their shirts cheaper than we do in Louisiana. So, you have to kind of take that into account. But a good way to get started with your pricing is check some of the places around, like the local places. And in the beginning, your prices may be a little bit lower, but as you get more experience and stuff like that, you can raise your price and kind of be even with the competitors or even above the competitors, depending on your quality of work. Steve asked, what brand of ink do I use? Plastisol, Union ink. I do use the Rutland white ink sometimes because it's a little bit cheaper than the white ink that I was using. So pretty much Union ink is mostly what I use. It looks like I might have a customer. Yeah, I have a customer. I'm gonna be right back with you in just a minute. Hey, oh, hey, I'm printing y'all shirts right now. Okay. Let me check to make sure I'm looking up. She had added, called and added an extra more than Lord. I don't know if she put it. Yeah. So that's what the new does is. Yeah, 207. Now I'm finished with the new. To 207. As soon as I get done, you want me to call you? Because I think I have her number. Well, I'll be the one to pick them up. My number is 590 2617. Alright, it will take me long about a couple of hours. All right, baby. Thank you. You do have to give me a chance. I can do some of them out before. Since I got to do all the ripping and running. All right. All right. Sorry about that. I just had a customer. Let me see. Any more questions? Why did I stop using water-based inks? Well, with the water-based inks, it's kind of hard when you print water-based inks on dark colors. Like, say that you got a black shirt and you're trying to print a black shirt with the water-based inks. It's just a lot easier with the plastisol inks because they're thicker. I use the opaque plastisol inks, and it just covers better. So that's basically why I stopped. But I've been thinking about getting back into it for certain things. Thanks, Nicole. Nicole Newman, 72. Thank you. No, I don't use reducer. With the designing software, it's a lot of tutorials on YouTube. That's kind of how I learned. I picked up the basics and then I kind of just played around with it, and my designs wasn't as good at first. I could only do basic stuff, but as you practice with it and work with it, you learn to do more. And you're welcome, Steve. Thank you for watching. How you doing, Shane? I'm doing good. This is the design I'm printing, and it's going to have a picture in the center. How do you use a white underbase on dark shirts? You have to make 2 screens, and the first screen would be your white underbase. Once you're printing, the screen that you would print first will be your white underbase, and then you flash it and make sure it's dry, dry to touch. And then once you do that, you can go over it with your color. But what I do most of the time, instead of having to use a white underbase for all the inks, a lot of times I use the opaque inks to print. Pretty much even the white shirts, I use opaque ink to print it. How many orders can I do in a week? It kind of depends. It kind of depends on how many shirts is in the order. Because if I get a thousand shirt order, it'll probably take me 2-3 days to do it, depending on how late I stay and what the design is, how many colors and everything like that. But I pretty much I can do as many orders as time allows. I can't really answer that question. How many I can do in a week? I haven't really had so many that I couldn't get them done, and I would have to go back and look just to be sure that I'm telling you the correct thing to tell you how the most I have done in a week. Because sometimes you get orders for one shirt, and that if you get 10 orders for one shirt, you can do quite a few of those in a week. Got some ink on my hand. Oh. Can I make a video on how to print out a design? I can probably make one on that. If you can kind of tell me a little more detail, what exactly you mean about print out design? Are you talking about like screen printing the design, or printing out a design on transfer paper, or some people call the vinyl cutting printing? So just be a little bit more specific, and I will try to get that video done for you. You know what, Vanilla Panchy, because I had been so busy this week and hadn't really had time to edit, I have that basketball video somewhere. It may be on my laptop. I was actually looking for it a couple days ago because I was like, let me go and do this voiceover since this video is done. And I don't know if I named it something else, but I'm going to try to get that video out for you. I do have it done, edited. All I have to do is do the voiceover so y'all kind of know what's going on, because I just kind of took a few highlights. I got another customer. Give me just a second. Yes, ma'am. Okay. Sorry about that. That was the mailman or mail woman delivering a couple of packages. How many inches from the shirt collar do you print the design? About 4 inches. Like for photo or AI, I mostly use Photoshop. Do I use a RIP software? No, I separate all my colors using Photoshop. Hey, this is not one to come out down here. Well, it looked like I messed up a shirt just now. Look at that. And that is a size medium. Let me run and grab a medium shirt. Yeah, Alan, I use the ones I mess up. I usually print on them and use them for test prints. Yeah, they are 4 inches from the size. I mean, 4 inches from the collar on all sizes. But on the plus sizes, like the 2X and up, I usually go maybe 5 inches. Just a little bit further down. Let me see. Eric Wright, you keep all sizes and colors in stock, or do you order them as you get orders? when I order them, Eric, there was a question from Eric Wright. When I order shirts for an order, I usually order extras. But red is a color that I keep in stock because of the schools around here. That's one of the school colors, so I try to keep all those colors in stock. Um, Let me see. Yeah, 4 fingers would be about 4 inches or so. So that's yeah, and it does kind of depends on the type of image and stuff like that too that you're having, because it may be something that you want a little bit lower down. Where do I purchase t-shirt blanks and vinyl? I answered that in one of my videos, Tiffany. You haven't been watching. You haven't been watching. I believe that was the Q&A number 4 video, or number 4 or number 5 video. I answered that. This design is kind of far apart because they wanted the full size picture, so it's kind of hard printing on the bottom row of text. It's a little hard sometimes, and I mess it up a little bit, so I have to go back and reprint it. Having a problem getting this one up. Having a problem lining this shirt up. Let me answer a couple of questions. Nicole, for screen printing tips. Huh? I'm not sure what you're asking. Screen printing tips. What kind of tips y'all want? Anything y'all want to know, I can answer it for you. Any screen print tips. Come on, get out the screen and get on the shirt. Hey, Tiffany, I can't even talk. S&S was one of the places on my list, but if you want to see the other two, you got to go watch the video. And right here, I'm printing black onto a red shirts. And usually, you don't have to use a flash dryer like I'm using my flash dryer over here. But I like to do that so that I make sure that my hands are, you know, that my shirts don't get messed up because of the wet ink when I'm taking it off. So I do that as a precaution, but you don't have to use it. Is laser jet printing better than screen printing? I am not exactly sure what laser jet printing is unless you're talking about using the transfers. No, the screen, if that's what you're talking about, screen printing is better. Tiffany Scott, how many screens should a newbie start off with? When I started off, I had about 4 screens. And when I started getting orders, I was like, I need to get more screens. And the screens that I started off with were actually 110 screens. And I was doing water-based printing. But like, say that you have a 2-color design for front and a 2-color design for back. And then you get another order. If all you have is 4 screens, I would say at least about 10 screens maybe. But the more screens you have, the more you don't have to keep washing out your designs. And sometimes if you're working with businesses, you will be able to you will have to keep the screens sometimes to keep from reburning screens over and over if it's a repeat business that's going to see repeat customers. Marion Trini Design, what tabletop press would you recommend? I started off with the one from Ryan. It was the silver press, but now they have renamed it. But they have some off, and it's kind of loud because it's vehicles, diesels and stuff passing by outside. But I don't know if y'all can hear it. But I started off with the one from Ryan. The silver press. But they do have some cheaper versions of one similar to that. You can find them on Amazon and eBay. That's another video that I want to do when I get a chance. Let me see. Thank you for watching, Nicole Newman. Yeah, Marion, I have ordered from Gold Up USA before. They have some decent prices. It just takes them forever to get here unless you pay extra for shipping. They have where you can get some screens and you don't have to pay shipping and handling. You can order like 6 screens of different meshes and they are reasonably priced. Why did I CK Phil CK CK Phil 226 asks, why did I choose plastisol instead of water based? I actually started off doing water based, but plastisol was more what I needed as far as printing on dark shirts and stuff like that. Let me see. Yeah, Gabe, screenprinting.com, that's where I started. I got all my stuff from because they have a lot of stuff, everything that you need in packages and stuff like that. So that is a good place to start off if you are new and don't really know exactly what you need. They'll help you out. They'll answer any of the questions you have. And screenprinting.com, also known as Roundnet, they also do like teaching sessions or whatever you want to call it. They just had one close to me in Shreveport last weekend. They had it for that Friday and Saturday, and it's about $300, and they teach you everything, and you can probably buy their products there and probably get a better price than if you have to order them. I bet y'all can see in my live videos, it takes a little bit longer than it does when I post videos to do this screen print. Because sometimes it take a minute for me to get the shirts lined up correctly and everything. Yeah, Maryland Designs, it's not that hard without it once you get the hang of it. But yeah, that editing does make it look easier. Like, that's why sometimes, like this week, I mean, I just been so busy, and by the time I get home, I'm tired and don't really feel like editing, and that's why I haven't been able to put out as many videos this week. Like if I was just talking on the videos and not doing much editing, then it would be easier, and I could probably put out a video every day or several videos a day. But with me actually editing them to try to make better videos for you guys, it does take a little bit of time. Is Gildan the most cost-effective brand? Actually, they have Hanes, not Hanes, but Fruit of the Loom and Jerseys. I couldn't think of the names. Those are just slightly cheaper than the Gildan shirts, but most of my customers ask for Gildan, so I just go with the Gildan. It's not that much more. Hey Nicole, it's Sin. It's spelled S-I-N. I see you asking if somebody's chat room monitor. That's funny. Do I ever, Gabe Quarterman, do I ever plan on getting a worker with me? Maybe I will if I really get to making a lot of money and getting to where I can't do it. Sometimes I do hire people to help me. I don't know if you, well, I might not have even been filming at that time, but when I get like real busy, sometimes I will hire people. It would be nice to get somebody working with me, but I mean, I like making money. I like doing a good job for people. I don't just want to produce anything for them, but when I can afford to hire somebody, I will. I don't want to hire somebody and then like right now it's a pretty busy time, but like it is times where t-shirt companies are kind of like downtime. Like for me, it's like right after Christmas and January, and then like towards the end of February, I have people coming in, but during that time, I would still have to pay somebody if they work for me. But if I'm doing everything myself, if I make money, I make money. If I don't, I don't. But as far as me financially, you just have to plan accordingly because I've been doing it for long enough where I kind of know what my slow time is. And sometimes you will have times that will surprise you where you'll make more money than you had planned on making. I'm about to be on the 2X shirts, so I have to keep checking the size so I know when to adjust the shirts on the platen. You don't really have to have a pressure washer to reclaim, but if you don't have a pressure washer to reclaim, you either have to have hook arms, or if you don't have hook arms, your arms will begin to turn into hook arms because it takes a lot of muscle to clear out the screens if you don't have a pressure washer, because you have to scrub it pretty good, to get it loose enough for your water hose to wash it out. I use Photoshop for my graphics, my color separation, and my graphic designs, and occasionally Illustrator, but I'm not that good with Illustrator, so mostly Photoshop. And I also use Roll and Cut Studio when I'm doing vinyl. F. Allen, that's a good idea. Only $5 to reclaim screens. I wish it was a place like that around here. I'm getting down to the bottom of my shirt pile, so I'll be switching over to the back side soon. And I'm now on 2X shirts, so I have to make sure to adjust appropriately. I use Union. Yeah, I'm forgetting. I use Union ink. That's the brand of ink. The white ink I use is Rutland. No, I don't do any sublimation print. I have thought about getting into it a couple of times, but I just haven't. F. Allen, I live in a small town. We don't have a screen. We don't. I'm the only person who prints T-shirts at a shop in town. It's a few people that do like vinyl T-shirts out of their homes, but I'm the only one with an actual shop in town. It was another place that did it. They actually started doing it after I did it, but they eventually went out of business. Belinda Parker asks, do you have to always do a white underbase on black or dark color shirts? No, you don't have to. You can use the opaque inks like the ones that I use. I use the well, I don't want to touch it right now because it'll probably get ink on my hands. But if you check in some of my videos, I use the Union Max Opaque ink, and you can just double coat, and you don't have to worry about an underbase. Um, Alicia Wiltz, where's the best place to get blank Bella shirts without a business license? I am not sure. When I started printing shirts, I pretty much went ahead and got my business license, so I was able to order from the other places. But somebody listed it earlier. You'll have to kind of scroll back up through the comments. But somebody did put a place on there. I can't remember what the name of it is right now, but if you scroll through the comments, you'll probably find it. Let me see. Vanilla Panchy. Those pesticide transfers are a good idea. You know, you can keep them on stock if it's something you're going to be printing a lot of. But it's not that hard to learn screen printing. The hardest part is getting started. And there's so many videos. That's how I learned, watching videos on YouTube. I would say if you're gonna get into screen printing, just start off with the water base and get you like maybe a one color, one of the cheapest one color press you can find, or you can go on eBay or Amazon. They have like some four color or maybe two color presses that you can use. But if you know how to build things, you could possibly build your own. Y'all are y'all talking about Vanilla Pinchy? Are you talking about the squeaking on my press when I spin it around and stuff? Yeah, after a while, the print shirt, I don't even notice all that. Yeah, Gabe Quarterman. It's a good idea if you're printing with white inks to use 110 mesh, but you can do 156 or 160 is what I use sometimes. But if I don't have a 110 screen ready, I'll use the 160 if I have it. Oh, that squeaking, the squeaking sound you hear is that wheel under there, I believe is what it is. I think that's what it is. Not sure. Got one more shirt. Then I go get them off the dryer. Are y'all gonna stay with me for the whole time I'm printing these shirts, or do y'all want me to just go ahead and finish this order, or what? Cause I'm not getting that many more questions. If y'all want me to, I can print the whole order with y'all going live. But if not, then I can go ahead and get off of here and go ahead and get these people's shirts done. So just let me know if y'all wanna stay on here. How many? Belinda Parker asked, how many shirts can I get done on my press? At one time, I can have 4 on here because I have 4 platens on my press, so I can put 4 on there at one time. Oh, I know what that squeaking sound is now. It's my springs. It's the springs when I lower and raise the flat, and that's what it is. I never paid much attention to it till they come in. All right, I see we've been on here for about an hour, so I'm gonna go ahead and okay, my off contact. Excuse me, my off contact is about an inch. It's about an inch space, but probably not even an inch. I can't tell you the exact amount. I'm sorry, I would have to measure it. But when I'm printing, the screen is like when I pull my screen down, it's not touching my shirt. But once I push my squeegee through, it's touching it. And I don't know. I'm sorry, I can't tell you the exact thing. I just kind of got it to where it works for me. I see we got a couple of graphic designers on here, F. Ellen and Dale S. All right, Gabe Quarterman, I see you getting 300 shirts an hour with, you said, with 2 people on the press. Mine has kind of been held up a little bit, and then I have customers coming in and out. So it's been about an hour, and I just have the back side printed, but it won't take me that long to print I just have one side printing, which is the front side, but it won't take me that long to print this other side. What will take me the longest is pressing the shirts. It'll actually take a little longer than this. It probably would have only took me about an hour to do these shirts, and then this is by myself, and then about an hour to do the other part, pressing the pictures on there. I got my press from Advanced Screen Supply, and I added extra options, and it ended up. I would have to check back to make 100% sure, but I want to believe it was around 5,000 or so, but I would have to check back and see for sure because it didn't come with the little tray at the bottom, and then I have the HD print heads or print arms or whatever you call them on there, where you could hold heavier weight and bigger screens. Let me see. Well, thank you, Belinda, for tuning in the time that you could, and happy Mother's Day to you if you have kids also. I don't know if you have kids or not, but even if you don't have kids, happy Mother's Day, because everybody got a mother or know a mother. What platen paper do I use? Let me see. It's called R-Tape. It's actually right here. It's called R-Tape. I don't know if y'all can see the name inside there. But I think it's 16 or 18-inch wide or tape. Basically the same thing you would use to do transfers, like transfer tape or whatever. I work at a barbershop. This Tay Lynn 80 is wanting to know how to print on nylon. If you're wanting to do screen printing on nylon, they actually have an additive that you could put in the ink to make it where it can print on other things other than polyester and cotton. I have never used that, so you would have to kind of, do a little research to find out exactly what you need, or maybe even just call a company and tell them what you want to do. All right, we've been on for an hour and 3 minutes. I guess I'm gonna be on for an hour and 5 minutes, and then I'm gonna go ahead and get these shirts done. Nicole Newman, can I use contact paper from the dollar store? If you're talking about using contact paper on your platens, I would say no, because the contact paper, if it's the contact paper that I'm thinking about, that's kind of like plastic like, then it's gonna melt when you put it under the heat press. Unless you are just printing to where you don't have to flash your inks, then I would not recommend using that because it's gonna melt. Gabe Quarterman, how many shirts was this order? It was about 34 shirts. This is a small order. Let me go get my sheet and I can tell you exactly. Yeah, it's exactly 34 shirts. Yeah, Jason, I finally got it working. I'm planning to on Sundays do Q&As, do live Q&As. Like when I go to church on Sundays and I get home and get me something to eat, I'm gonna stop by the shop and do a Q&A for maybe about an hour or so, or maybe just a hangout session Q&A, and then I'm gonna go play some basketball because I hadn't been working out the way I need to. I've been so busy. Thank you, Taylin80. Thank you for watching. What are you using for the pictures on shirts you're making right now? I'm using the Laser One Opaque. It's for dark transfers. It's for dark t-shirts, and it's also for laser printers. Thank you for watching, F. Allen. And thank all of y'all for watching, and I'm about to get on off of here. And do I reclaim my screens after each order? No. Actually, I'm too lazy to do that. Usually what I do is pile them up. You can't see it right there, but I have like they stacked up over there waiting to be reclaimed. I probably reclaim on like a Monday, since Mondays are usually my slower days. I'll probably come in a little bit early and reclaim them all and code a few and put them in the dark room and have them ready to go in case I get an order. Flex McKenzie, all of my contact information is in my about page. If you go to my page at YouTube T-shirt Chick TV, everything is in my about place. But if you want me to contact you back quicker, if you contact me on Instagram, because that's the only thing that I have set up on my phone, then I'll probably see that unless I'm real busy. Sometimes I don't check it, but I'll respond back quick on that. And I don't have that many followers on Instagram. I had a lot of people asking me about getting a Twitter and Facebook and Instagram. I don't really like Facebook, so I probably won't get a Facebook. But I do have a Twitter. I don't really do much on Twitter. I don't really know how to do Twitter. I didn't know how to do Instagram, really. I would see that I had messages, but I didn't even know how to check them at one time. I had to get my sister to show me because I don't really do the social network thing. I'm mostly just on YouTube. All right, Nicole, thank you for watching. And I'm going to go ahead and get off of here. Any more questions? If y'all have a question, go ahead and type it in right quick so I can answer it. Other than that, I'm about to go ahead and get off so I can finish this order because I have a couple small orders to get done today. And it's 11 o'clock, so I have to go turn my own sign on. Well, it's 11 o'clock Central Time. Some of y'all may be in other places, and it may not be the same time there, but I open every day at 11 o'clock, so I have to go turn my sign on. And as y'all see, even when I don't have my sign on, I have people coming because I've had quite a few customers. All right, I guess that's it for the questions for today. But I thank y'all for watching, and I will be back live again Sunday after church. So before I go play ball, so probably about 4 o'clock or so, I'll be back live over here. Maybe a little before or a little after 4, but Sundays around 4 o'clock, I will be back live. And I'm in Central Time, so if you're on the East Coast, that'll be 5 o'clock. If you're on the West Coast, I think that's 2 hours behind, or maybe 3. You have to adjust the time accordingly. But I will see y'all back on Sunday around 4 o'clock Central Time. So I'll see you guys later. Bye.